We wanted to talk about this last week, but I believe we ran out of time. Let's go and talk about it today. Gears of War executive producer baffled why Ubisoft chose to make Assassin's Creed Shadows with Yasuke as the main protagonist. Grae, what have you heard about this?
I just read the headlines. It's like I kind of get the idea, the main idea, what he was like. I would say, yeah, it's like this could have been an easy home run for Ubisoft, much needed home run, where they just needed a Japanese samurai or maybe kunoichi female. That would have been fine. Everything would have been like this. Would have been the rebound that Ubisoft badly needed. Instead it could. According to recent news, it could very well be their demise because it's too divided and it costed them loads of money to develop. I don't think they'll be able to recuperate let alone make a profit with Assassin's Creed Shadows. But no amount of DEI money is gonna save your company, which the executives fail to understand. And I've been hearing it's the Guillemot family has been super tone deaf and incompetent in their management. So I think it's a matter of when, not if anymore for Ubisoft.
Yeah, I think so too. They had, like you said, they had a home run. Assassin, ninja. You know, I am ninja now. I am ninja. You know, that freaking white girl starts singing.
Yeah.
All right, okay, let's go read this.
Yeah, a lot like as someone who's followed Assassin's Creed for a while now, for maybe 5 years, like people have been asking for an Assassin's Creed for Japan. It's like literally, if they didn't put Yasuke, everything else, in my opinion, could have been forgiven. Like the architecture, like the art not in the correct timeline. It was like a century later or a century before, stuff like that. It would have been fine had they just not put Yasuke as their lead character and instead put a Japanese guy. That's what I feel.
Yeah, man. But the thing is, the fact that this game has already been receiving a lot of backlash by a lot of people from Japan. I think even some of them don't. I think some of them don't care, but a lot of them do care about being authentic and being true to whatever you're trying to show, right? The whole thing with the little the gate, I forgot what it's called, the red gate, and the One Piece sword, and the fact that Ubisoft, like, they don't really care, right? They technically they made like a really like, oh, here's why we're doing it, and they don't really care. So this is it actually talks about right over here this video over here from on YouTube about Laura Fryer. So there is basically a section right over here that I do want to talk about. So there's two parts. There's this one and this one. So I do want to talk about this one right over here. Let's go and hear a little bit what she has to say about this. Make sure it's not too loud. There we go.
After having those experiences, I'm baffled about some of the things I'm seeing today. Did any of the executives at Ubisoft question whether or not doing Assassin's Creed Shadows was a good idea? I've been to Japan many times. I've worked with Namco as the producer on Revenge of Arcade, and during Xbox, I managed a team there. I love the people and the culture, and based on that experience, I would never have agreed to do this game, because even if you handled it as delicately as possible, it's easy to make a mistake. And I think they have. The game isn't even out, and it's already mired in controversy, and this isn't what you want for your game. Maybe it'll blow over and they'll be able to navigate this. But if not, that was a very expensive experiment.
Yep, yeah, exactly, 100%. Right? Like, how much is this game costing already? Like the fact that it's like, oh, we're gonna try this out, and if it doesn't work, it is what it is, right? But the thing is that Ubisoft has been making games that's been sucking for a long time now, right? Mm-hmm. And more on that. Like, if you actually look at right over here, this is from back in March of last year. They're working on a new Assassin's Creed game called Hex, right? Assassin's Creed Hex. Mm-hmm. And this is the old news right over here. But we do want to talk about it. Darkest Assassin's Creed game ever. What's to say over here?
Female
lead protagonist. Right? Protagonist is currently named Elsa, and it's heavily It's heavily female protagonist. Now, is female protagonist a bad thing? No. But given Ubisoft's track record, it's something that is cause for concern.
Yeah, and
what
I
do you
hear,
think?
yeah, and I hear the plot of this one is like Agatha. It's like female coven of witches, blah blah blah. It's like it's stupid, man. It's like it should be its own game if you want to go for something like that. Not it's doesn't belong in an Assassin's Creed universe, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So like, they're kind of glorifying the witches weren't really bad guys. It was the villagers were oppressing them and stuff like that. That's probably what they were going for. But I think that's put into jeopardy now. Like if Shadows does really badly, I don't think they'll have the luxury of releasing that kind of game, if they ever
Yeah.
still can release a game.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go and watch this other video. It's the same video, but just it's a little, I want to time jump it to a little bit more ahead. It's because this has to do with Elon Musk.
If you haven't heard, the art director of the game Avowed, which is set to ship early next year, decided to post some comments publicly about
Yeah, and the reason why we're talking about this, I know it's Avowed, but the reason why we're talking about this is because people who are working in the game industry, if they feel like they have, just enjoy whatever crap we dish out. Why are you complaining, right? And we're talking about like people who are your consumers, right? I know a lot of people hate that word, but people who are buying your game, people who are paying your game, your audience, your core audience of the people who are playing your game. And if your core audience are rebelling or not even going to want to play your game, do you think that that's a good decision as a person who works at that company? Like, oh, should we move forward with this? Right? And this is how not to do it. And this is from the Avowed guy.
about his game. Apparently, there are pronouns in the game, and Elon Musk reacted on X saying that having pronouns in a fantasy video game is utterly unacceptable. To which the art director responded, "I wanted so badly to make him mad with my game, and I cannot believe it actually happened. Just wait until you see the default, you said little shit." I personally find this situation baffling. Does he know Elon personally? Why does he want to make Elon mad with his game? Why would you say this to someone who is easily one of the most controversial people on the planet, and therefore has millions of people reading his posts? This interaction may be the one impression that people will ever have of the game Avowed. To be clear, I'm fine if
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
100%. And the reason why Elon Musk has such a big influence, not just in tech, but now also in politics.
Yeah, in global affairs, exactly.
Yeah. And so the fact that you have Elon Musk trying to land a rocket on using Starlink while playing Path of Exile. All right? That autistic guy is a fucking genius. All right? And whatever he says, whether you agree or not, he has a global audience, like you said, and it's also politics and tech combined. And he says that not to put, like, why would you put this thing? He has so much influence. He knows the Microsoft CEO directly. He knows.
Yeah, that's it. I wonder if there's any updates on that. Everything's so hush hush now.
Yeah.
I wonder if Satya really did something about this guy.
But yeah, it's wild that like
But yeah, that's
people aren't going to give this game a chance anymore. Like if there was any, people aren't going to give it a chance.
yeah. It's like that's one of the negatives. Probably like the problem with the reason why Matt Hansen is so bold about it is because the way the business model works with Game Pass. It's like, okay, we'll front the sales so there's no more financial repercussions anymore because like they got their money. I think that's why he's so Matt Hansen has become so bold like that. Like he thinks that he's invincible. He can say stuff. Oh, the game will be fine because Microsoft already paid us for our advanced sales.
Yeah,
So
like it's on Game Pass already, so it doesn't really matter. Yes, it does.
yeah.
Because it's sort of like, people already have Netflix, just put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
But are people going to be buying it? Are they going to be watching it? Because the played hours and watched hours are very, very important, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's like, people are going to play it anyways, it doesn't matter. Like, are they though?
Yeah.
It's like people are like, hey, it's sort of like, let's say if you are Matt Gaetz, Thomas Massey, even I don't know, some idiot like Chuck Schumer, right? Or maybe Chuck Schumer likes it. Like, you're into politics 100%. right? All you care about is politics. And then you have a kid or whatever, or you want to play the game yourself. Let's say you're Matt Gaetz and you want to play the game yourself. He's like, oh, I have no idea what this is. Oh, I heard this game Avowed just came out. I want to play it. And then it's like, oh, I remember Elon Musk saying something about Avowed, saying that it's woke or it has pronouns in it. Oh, I'm not going to play it. Matt Gaetz is a politician. He's not a gamer. Right? You talk about normies because Elon Musk, he interweaves into the other side, other in tech. And Elon Musk loves playing video games. He got the number 1 in Diablo 4. All right. He was doing so well in Path of Exile 2, they had to ban him.
Oh, they did? Oh,
I believe they removed his account or some shit like that. Something happened in like the first couple of weeks. Dude is autistic as fuck. All right. He has Asperger's. He's so good. He's so like, whenever he's focused, he's hyper focused on something. Right. And if he wants to get it done, he gets it done. Right. So, and that's the thing. But I do want to talk about games that were ruined by by potential woke messaging. All right, Grae, you played Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Did you play it? What'd you think?
But
so far of what you played.
Yeah, I just wrote a review in our community in here. Like I said, it's okay. It's not as bad as Dial of Destiny with Phoebe Waller-Bridge, but you can see what's the girl's name? Gina, like kind of playing a more prominent role at times than Indy, but it's not as bad as Dial of Destiny. But it's the people are saying it's good. I think the people on the both extremes are wrong. People are saying that's really good. People are saying that's really bad. For me, they're both wrong. It's mid. It's okay, but it's not the worst thing either. Especially the combat. It's super clunky. Stories. Yeah, it's your normal indie game. But in terms, is it woke? I don't remember.
According to what I heard, it's not.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
It's just an Indiana Jones game, right? Let's go ahead and check out its current Steam charts right now. It currently has 2,700 people in it. The past 24 hours has 64. All-time peak is 12,000. The game is okay, right? But this is like a first-person Indiana Jones game. This is probably something we should ask Jay when he was here because he played the game as well. But the reason why I want to talk about this is because do you remember a person that ruined this game before it even launched?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. This guy said that it is going to be inclusive, right? It's going to be super, super inclusive, right? And the thing is that when people hear the word inclusive, diversity, or equity, especially during this whole culture war age that we're in right now, we're probably at like the tail end of it, hopefully, since Trump is going to be in office soon. Whenever anyone hears these key terms, especially like inclusivity, I'm not even going to give it a chance. I'm not even going to bother, right? This game was, in my eyes, was dead on arrival before the game came out. Any good grace that the game had, it's gone because of this guy. Okay? Maybe he should have wore a different t-shirt. Maybe he should have wore a different pin. Maybe altogether should not say that this game is going to be really inclusive. It's because this game is not woke. The game wasn't woke at all, according to what I heard. The game the reason why it could have got a higher player base, maybe, but people didn't give it a chance is because of, that person said it was going to be inclusive, so I'm not going to play it. So, I think that's the reason why you have a lot of these developers who feel like they know better than you. And a person I work in the game development. I say it all the time. I work in game development. I never feel like my word is greater than that of the consumer. The customer is always right. And if your game sucks, it's going to suck, right? But the thing is that there's a lot of people who are a part of this culture war stuff. They're going to see that, I heard not a lot of people are playing this game. I heard this game might have woke stuff into it. I'm not sure if it does, but I'm not going to chance it. We talked a lot about, people are like, you should just I thought you guys are all about inclusivity and what's it called again? And about story or whatever people think that we are. People are like, I thought you guys are about story and good gameplay. Why don't you just wait until the game comes out? But the thing is that if I see stuff that's a red alert, that's a red flag, like inclusivity, diversity, equity, woke stuff, ugly women in it. If I see propaganda, I'm not even gonna give it a chance. Is because, like I said, I think someone commented on either on our channel or my channel about Intergalactic, the heretic prophet, right?
Well, what was the comment?
They said that same thing that what I said. I thought you guys were all about good gameplay and good story. Why can't you give this game a chance? And I said that, let's say if I was a Walmart greeter and I make like $10, $12 an hour, and I live in a house, I have 3 kids, I have to work 3 jobs in order to make ends meet, right? You think that you think I'm going to give this game a chance? Because how about if I buy it and I don't like it? That's going to be a waste of money, right? And do I even have time to go return this game? Like, I have to drop my kids off. I'm talking about your regular day. Oh, like you show this game to a person who works at Walmart. Do you want to play this game, or do you want to play Backman Wukong or Stellar Blade? They're gonna be, I'd rather choose Stellar Blade because this game looks like it's good. At least the character is hot, or this is more appealing to me. And people just don't understand, right? Same thing with the whole Chris Stuckman thing. It keeps coming up. People, I actually agree with what Chris Stuckman say. Like this past week, I had to talk to 3 dudes who are like, I think Chris Stuckman is right. Couldn't you guys just watch your own movie? Yeah, but he's a reviewer. He's a critic. He actually has an IMDb and a what's it called again? A Rotten Tomatoes account. He does his reviews. It's his job to tell me whether or not the movie sucks, or I'm going to spend $15 of my hard-earned money to go watch a movie that sucks. It's the same thing. But yeah, I digress. But it's just, I think this game, the Indiana Jones game, could have been a lot better if it wasn't for this guy.
Yeah, he made an impact for sure. But even if you remove the DEI stuff aside and this guy, it's still a mid game in my opinion. The game, the combat is the worst offender. It's super. It's like you just assuming the only way you die is that if there's plenty of them and they all have guns, and otherwise you can just spam the punch button and you're pretty much good. It's generally just bad gameplay overall. And it's hopefully with the coming years, Microsoft, it's particularly Microsoft, a lot of companies under their belt, Avowed, Indiana Jones, and Starfield, right? They're all under Microsoft now. So Microsoft needs to keep the clean house if they want to push the Xbox brand higher and make more quality games.
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.